Everybody, this is Adam Bomb with Adam Bomb Breaks, and it's time to talk legal. It's time to talk seriously about the hobby, especially when we're talking about football, but it's going to bleed over to all three major sports. Let's check this out. Let's go. This is a Fallout report. I put some football cards out here because this is what's going to be hard to find probably here soon. So let's just catch everybody up if you haven't been paying attention to what's going on and to the current state of the hobby today as I see it. All right. So a couple weeks ago, let's see, this is August 3rd. It was August 23rd, so 20 days ago. Panini alleges Fanatics has monopoly. They say, hey, you're doing unfair business practices, anti-monopoly, antitrust stuff. Files a lawsuit. Next day, this says 4 days later, but it was the next day. Fanatics accuses Panini of unfair business tactics. Come to find out that there was a deal in place. Fanatics alleges Panini uses false numbers to inflate their revenue so they can get a better asking price. But there was supposedly a deal in place. All falls apart. Then comes Monday. Fanatics announces via the NFLPA that the NFLPA is revoking their licensure to Panini 3 years early. It's supposed to occur in 2026. They are taking over via the PA side immediately. Well, there's also an NFL license, so Panini technically can still make cards with the name of football teams on them, whereas Fanatics cannot. You can kind of think of this as a my alarm goes off. Yeah, that's cool. You can think of this kind of like Panini Baseball. Panini Baseball is what Fanatics is able to do now, and this is Panini Baseball in the past, where they can make name, image, and likeness of the players, but they cannot put the teams and the NFL logos on there. We'll see how this goes right now, because now Panini's dead in the water. It feels like and sounds like they can still produce and sell what has already been produced, but after that, they will not be able to go. We'll find out more as Luminance is out today. It looks like that's still a go. See it for sale on all the websites. My distributor actually has that available. And from their understanding, they're still going to get everything that is in the pre-release stages. So they've already been announced for a date, and they've already announced allocations of that to these distributors. So, and if you really want to see, this is the NFLPA. You've seen this everywhere. Darren Ravel, who's big in the sports, broke this. But what does this mean? Okay, I'm just a consumer. What does this mean to me? Well, let's go to Blowout. So here is your Blowout cards. This is a search for 2023 football hobby. As you can see Luminance is coming out, and they're still having that up. And then it gets into soccer. Huh? They pulled. No, these are pre-releases. This is already out. We know this is out. This is out. This is out. This is out. You can see where they've just pulled it. Or they've just pulled everything. You can't pre-order anything beyond Luminance. Elite comes out next week. So does, I don't know if they had it in here, but Draft. Prism Draft comes out next week. There it is. Prism Draft comes out next week. Elite Gold Standard comes out in a couple weeks. So they've removed everything off there. Available, they say, it just says all out of stock. Well, okay, that's one dot, but that's a big dot because that's you're one of your big three, probably the biggest of the big three. GTS, one of your biggest distributors. As you can see, this is a search result. If you go to stock lists, football cards. We'll just do it just so you can see 39 results of everything. Usually this has everything Panini. They just pulled everything off the shelf. You can't even see it anymore. They have inactivated all of the codes. Does that tell you what's going on? So expect a huge increase in prices. I've already seen with Legacy. I was on there trying to buy some because, hey, I want to get some for the breaks so we can at least go as long as we can go. They had already jumped by $30 to $40 on most websites. I didn't look at anything else because that's what I was really interested in. But this is the state of our hobby. My thoughts on it, there's a couple different ways it can go to me. To me, it can be the status quo as it is now. Panini continues to fight Fanatics, poking the 1,000-pound gorilla in the room and losing because Panini is much, much smaller than Fanatics. It is what it is. Big company versus small company. Big company has more resources, more lawyers, more consultants to figure out what to do, how to play this. It was kind of ugly. Now it's gotten truly, truly ugly, especially for us hobbyists. And if this is the case, there will not be any more Panini releases, say, after Gold Label-ish or Gold Standard. Once Gold Standard comes through, there might be, I can't remember, I think there might be some more after that, but you're only talking another month and a half. That will give Topps and Fanatics time to print some cards. They won't be Chromium cards probably because those take a while unless they already had that in the works. And then they already knew that they were going to do this. Other side of the coin is Panini could say, no mas, we give up, we'll sell. And if they sell, then, they get incorporated like Topps did. And now we have Fanatics with everything they need, Panini with everything they need to continue, but they're going to be under the Fanatics umbrella. So there will be changes. And then there would be complete monopoly in my eyes. I know there's still Leaf and Wild Card and Onyx, but those represent maybe less than 5% of the hobby sales. Maybe a little more because of Leaf. But yeah, it's a little scary times in the hobby, especially if you're hitched solely to football. We are not. We will continue to do football breaks until our inventory is dwindled, and then it'll just be baseball until we can figure out what's going on with football. So let me know your thoughts, your comments in the comment section, please, on this. What are your thoughts? What did I miss anything? Or are there some things that might possibly go down besides the scenarios I gave you? Thank you so much for your time. Like, subscribe if you would. We do a lot of these informationals just to get some more information out there for the hobby to keep you guys well armed on how to invest and how to enjoy the hobby. And thank you guys so much. And as always, be kind, be nice to those around you, and peace out.